Good day everybody, this is Vic from V Drive bringing it to you 2026 GMC's 2500 AT4X AEV edition. This is the best truck in class, and if you're looking to buy something which is heavy duty, still do the purpose, still pull your fifth wheel trailer, and it is comfy, this is the one. Before I get into the review, I just want to mention it to you one quick thing. If you want the best comfort in class, this is the one. And some of you might be delusional the fact that Denali Ultimate or the Denali package is more comfy than this. Let me tell you this, you are wrong, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. Now, before I get started, this is the key that you get with this one, pretty standard with the lock and lock option, remote starter, tailgate opener here. But let me just show you these beautiful looking lines that you see in this vehicle right here. You have the nice looking hood overall, you have the hood scoop there too, you have the blacked out grille with the bronze inserts in it, you have the AT4X badge and the red GMC logo. And if you're like me, you would like to actually black out that GMC logo as well. It's going to look really good. And underneath that, since it's an AEV package and it's going to cost about $139,000 in Canada, yes, you heard it right, you have the bare steel bumper right here, and you have the bare steel bumper at the back as well, and you have steel shields underneath the vehicle here too. Now on the side you have the nice looking LED lights that looks really beautiful, and if you hit the unlock button, it's going to give you a nice design to it. You have the true projector lamps here too, and your fog lamps are right here too. And to all my American friends, our vehicles do come with a block heater too, part of the fact that this vehicle has a diesel engine in it. Now behind the grille you also have the aero shutters that open and close based on the temperature there too. This vehicle is actually 11.8 inches in height. Now, the overall length of this vehicle is going to be 250.75 inches with the box size of 6.6 feet only. You can't get a long box, and you cannot get a 3500 in the AT4X edition. Part of the fact it's an off-road package there too. And the width of the vehicle is 81.85 inches. Doesn't matter if you look at the front or at the back, make sure the mirrors are closed. And the ground clearance of this vehicle is going to be 11.8 inches, which is about 1.8 inches higher than the regular AT4. And the total curb weight of this vehicle is going to be 7,300 pounds. Part of the fact you have the heavier bumpers and you have shields underneath the vehicle there too. Quick glance on the tires. You have the 35 inches tires. You have the blacked out AEV wheels that looks really cool. The sidewall on the tire is really impressive, and that's going to add a lot of comfort to the vehicle too. You have the acoustic liners within the wheel wells, and those are the bad boys that are the main reason why this vehicle is so comfy. Those are Multimatics DSSV shocks, going to provide you the best comfort possible. You do have the step on the side right here too, and of course your diesel fluid and the DEF fluid goes right there. It does come standard with the automatic running boards here too, and underneath those running boards there is a light does go across too. AT4X AEV, AT4X HD badge on the side right here. To all the Ram and Ford people, I would like to mention one quick thing. This vehicle has independent suspension at the front end, which means it's not a solid axle at the front. So it's more comfortable to drive. The turning radius is actually lesser than other counterparts there too. And when you drive this thing, man, it looks aggressive, just so you know. You have this big toe mirrors here too with the gloss black finish there too. Your power mirrors, extensions, all that kind of stuff. Now let me just pop the hood so I can show it to you what sits back in underneath the hood there too. Now this is what I love about GMC. When you look at the grille, you have the aero shutters, and that's your primary flow of air. Now that is your secondary flow of air with your hood scoop there too. But that being said, when you lift up the hood, you have this acoustic mat right here. One side you have the secondary airflow that goes on top of your engine air filter, and on the other side you have the debris collector. For example, if you have any kind of a dirt or a gunk or debris build up there, you can just unlock this thing just by using a little bit of a force. Oh my God, that takes a little bit of a work, but this is how you do it, right? You can unlock this thing and, clean up all the gunk that you might have it within your vehicle there too. And under the hood, you have the 6.6 liter Duramax that is putting 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque paired to 10-speed Allison transmission. Now you also have an option to get a gas engine that's going to give you 401 horsepower and 464 pound-feet of torque paired to the same transmission, which is a 10-speed Allison transmission, just tuned slightly but differently for a gas engine, and which is a pretty magnificent thing. Now one more thing, I actually sell GMC for a living as well, and I haven't seen a gas engine, the 6.6 gas engine, into the AT4X edition yet. Maybe it's more of an American thing, but I haven't seen it in Canada so far. And just like that, I haven't seen a red winch at the front into the Canadian market. Maybe we're gonna get something like that in next little future in the 2026 models there, which this one is as well. But let's just see if we are able to get that. That'll look really cool, and people in Canada will love to buy one of those. Now at the back right here, typically like any other GMC trucks, you do not have a side step because it's a bare and steel bumper. You do have these recovery hooks at the back as well in case you want to get somebody out of the hitch. You do have a towing package. It's a 2500. It's only going to give you 18,500 of towing. Since it's an AEV package, you have the blacked out mat on the multi-pro tailgate, AEV badge right there, all that stamps. And you have the multi-pro tailgate that opens up like this with the kicker audio system at the back right here. And if you're a kind of a person who like to have some sort of a tailgate party with those speakers, you can actually help yourself, which will be really cool. Now, there is one thing. Car, stop. That's okay, it won't stop. But there is one complaint I have with the GMC. You have the multi-pro tailgate in this specific model, but unlike the previous year models, you do not have a grab handle on the side, which to me, it's a rip-off for a $139,000 truck. You do have a fifth wheel connectors right here, fifth wheel prep package there too, and you have 120 volt port with the bed lights too. Bed liner standard from the factory. You have the GMC logo, tie down rings, 3 on each side, and you can put another 3 in each corner, right? And at the back you have the rear sliding window, 2 cameras, one is the bed view, one is the rear camera mirror, and this is how it looks like. Now I would like to point out one quick thing. Since you have a ball hitch sticking out when you're planning on towing with this magnificent giant there, you do not want to hit this portion with that tailgate there. And in order for you to prevent that, what you can do is you can actually go like this, and you can follow these instructions. You'll have to hold the top portion of the key for 7 seconds and you're able to lock that. For example, I have the key in my pocket. Keep this button holding for 7 seconds, the top portion here, and you will see the lights blinking right away here. When that happens, you won't be able to open this one, which means if you're opening that tailgate and if you press that button by mistake, you won't be able to hitch that ball. Before I get to the front, let me start at the back. You have the beautiful looking leather right here. It's called Osmium Rush. You have the nice texture around. You have the white stitching and piping. You have the leather soft touch material, and you have a lot of plastic underneath, which is a bummer. You have a nice soft touch material with the real wood aluminum plating blacked out. Bose stereo system right here. You have the all-weather liners. And this is how the whole leather looks like. The nice texture and the purple stitchings there, space behind your seats, and you have a rear sliding window. There is no panoramic sunroof, but you have a suede headliner right there too. And if you lift this up, you have your winter mat, block heater cord, and GMC also gives you sensors for your trailer tires as well to make your towing really, really fancy. And there is a hitch extension as well. Now, my front seats are set up in a way the way I like to sit, all the way back, all the way down like a spoiled brat. And at the back, I still have a plenty of space that shows that a 6'2" person driving like a maniac at the front and a person like me can still sit at the back without a problem. Now, I have a plenty of space right here. There's a nice cutout, so my head won't be touching the roof. And you have a little hitch right here to hang your clothes if you like. You have the heated seats at the back with the USB-C ports. And you still have a cup holder extension right here to put your arm or your cup holders or your snacks as well. Now let's get to the front of the vehicle here. Similar idea on the door and the leather and the stitchings there. You have the AEV stamped mats right here, AT4X entrance. You have the 16-way power seats with the heated cooling and massaging function, which is pretty sick. You have the AT4X badging, AEV badging right here. You have the 12-speaker Bose system, which is pretty cool. And when you come inside, this is how everything looks like. You have the automatic 4x4, and GMC is the only truck that has the automatic 4x4 in their heavy-duty lineup, which means you are in rear-wheel drive until you need front-wheel drive, and it happens in a split second with the 50 RPM difference, which is pretty cool. Now I have one complaint from GMC. Now, when you have a Denali or a Denali Ultimate, you have a Denali written right here. If it's an AT4X, you should have an AT4X written right here. It will look really cool in my opinion. Right? You have the leather dash, which looks really good, and this one you have a leather. Other than that, this one basically looks like an AT4 when you jump inside the vehicle if you don't pay attention to the seats, right? You have the rear camera mirror. You can adjust it the way you like to do it. You have the sunroof, which is not panoramic for the safety reason, but which is fine. Since you have a 12 audio system, you also have a Bose audio pilot as well. And this is how the screen looks like. It's a big 13.4-inch screen with the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and inbuilt Wi-Fi, and you have the 360 camera that looks like this. For example, if your front windshield is dirty, you also have a camera, and if you do this, you can also wash that camera as well. You have a little bit of a space right here. Trailer brake controller is here. And unlike any other manufacturer like Ford or Ram, you have physical buttons for your climate control systems here too. And you have a locking differential at the back that you can close it on demand in case you're doing some rock crawling there too. Nice texture on the console here. AT4X badging. wireless charging, 110, all that kind of stuff is here. Right now, this is all I have to say about the vehicle. Let me just take you for a quick drive and show it to you how it handles. And before we do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. We'll really appreciate your support there. Let's go for a quick drive with this AEV 2500 AT4X. Man, the overall layout, the way the vehicle feels and sits, it's so high and so nice. Like, it's just, you just want to have this vehicle on it as a daily runner, because it's one of those heavy duty trucks that even if you'll drive it daily, it's not going to harm your back, unlike any other heavy duty truck that has a touch more towing but not as comfy as this one is due to the shocks there. But yeah, here it is. Let's just give a little bit of gas here. Woo! Right off the bat, the truck just rips. So the first thing first, as soon as you jump into the truck, this is what you're gonna feel. The truck sits really higher because you have a couple more inches of ground clearance as compared to any other heavy duty trucks. Like, I'm talking about the stock trucks like the AT4 or the Denali or the Denali Ultimate. You're gonna feel like you're the king on the road right now. And any of the smaller bumps that you're gonna see on the road, it's not gonna really hurt your back. That's the best portion about it, right? Now, the second thing, the blind spots. The vehicle is so huge, you're sitting up higher. There's a lot of sunlight coming all around. You have the big towing mirrors. You have the rear camera mirror. You're not going to feel any crazy blind spots. And even if you have a trailer hooked up, the mirrors are going to give you more blind zone options. It's going to increase your blind zone alert option in a way that you're able to see exactly who's in your blind zone for your trailer as well. That's the best portion about it. Now, with the trailer hooked up, you know, again, I don't have a trailer so I can show it to you, but when your trailer is hooked up and if you turn on your signals right or left, it's going to use this 360 camera to show you the side profile, either left or right, which is a pretty cool portion. And since it's a AT4X edition here, you have the massaging seats, 16-way power seats with the massaging option there. That's going to give you a really nice, relaxing massage while you're driving this vehicle. What the worst part is that unlike a Ford truck where you have massaging seats and it massages the bottom of your butt as well, it only massages, in this truck, only the back of your only the back of the seat there, not at the bottom, which is kind of dumb in my opinion. You know, might as well they could have put some massagers at the bottom of the vehicle there too. Oh, the fuck I'm talking. Ayan, cancel this. So the best portion about driving this vehicle is when you have the massaging seats on, it's massaging your back at all times. But since it's also a dumb idea just to have a massaging option just for the back of the vehicle, not at the bottom of the seat, because unlike any other Ford truck that you will see on the road, they will have it at the bottom as well. So what's the point of spending 139 grand on something like this when you don't have massaging seat at the bottom area either? But you know what, I'm just gonna let that slide because the truck is really comfy overall. Unlike any other heavy duty diesel trucks, the vehicle is really quiet. You also have these little mics that detects all kind of unwanted noise, and you also have the Bose audio pilot, so when you have the music played and when you're deaccelerating on a highway or getting into a smaller road there, it's gonna slow down the volume within the vehicle there too, which is pretty cool. And just the overall layout on this vehicle is really coming in handy too, because the screen is right in the middle. Unlike Ford or Ram where the screen is sticking out, you have the screen right in the middle here, and your vents are on top, right on top. And if you will position it right towards you, it can just blow hot or cold air depending whatever you like, or straight to your face, which is pretty cool in my opinion there. Now the heads-up display is pretty neat. It's pretty high up and you can adjust the height and the brightness and all that kind of stuff, and also you can throw information, whatever information you like, right on that screen there, so you won't even have to look into the dash there. It just brings you a little bit of a comfort when you're driving down the road on a highway especially. The overall system does come with the adaptive cruise control as well, so instead of you having to slow down your speed based on the person in front of you, the vehicle will do all that for you. Now I'll try to take this quick turn here, and the tire just spins on a little bit of a curve here, you know. Look at this. Oh my god. Actually, I'll try to do a full stop and try to do a quick 0 to 60 if you guys like. All right, brake, gas all the way down, and wow, almost 7,000 pound of beast going 0 to 100, not in 4, 5, 6 seconds, but eventually in 8 or 9 seconds. But you know what? Who cares? You know, it's meant for hauling and crawling and going for off-roading, not for racing there. You know, and that's the reason that you're buying one of these guys here. And what can I say about this roof here? You have the, you know, suede headliner that just feels really, really cool. It'd be cool if they have a panoramic sunroof, but that's not a big deal there. You do have the disable lockout in this specific vehicle. If you have somebody sitting on the passenger side, you can go to the setting here and disable all those lockouts, and they are able to use the Google settings here too, or you can use the Google setting based on the voice command while you're driving, because it won't allow you to type, right? One complaint you will see, however, with this vehicle is when you have your shifter, which is right on the side right here, it is gonna be a little bit of a blockage for your screen. Not a huge problem in my opinion, but again, depending who you are and how big or tall you are, big or small you are, it can be a little bit of a hiding it for your screen right there, but not a big issue in my opinion there. If you guys would like to watch a video of me shooting this vehicle where I'm not saying a single word, I'm not yapping constantly, you can also click on the link towards the end of the video. You'll be able to see a full ASMR, the POV drive review where I'm just touching the car inappropriately and not saying a single word. If that's something which you like, we also have that series. Make sure you go and check that out. But with that, I'm done. Let me know your thoughts regarding this specific vehicle, how you feel about this. Is this something that you can see yourself driving on a daily basis? Is this something that can fit into your off-road setup in your life along with the towing setup, and you can still use this vehicle for work in case you want to do some sort of a heavy hauling there too? Let me know in the comments below. With that, I'm done. You have yourself a wonderful day. See you in the next video.